For Rivals.com, I'm national recruiting analyst John Garcia Jr. And if you woke up Sunday morning looking at a new verbal commitment for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, you certainly noticed the name attached to the stars. Jerome Bettis Jr. has committed to Notre Dame, of course, following in his father's footsteps. Jerome Bettis Sr., of course, the great running back in the NFL, Steelers Super Bowl champion, great with the Rams, and of course, elite at Notre Dame. So now son is following father, but really in terms of legacy, similarities, comparisons, that's kind of where it ends. Jerome, big, physical, the bus, running back, 80s and 90s in between the tackle style, though he had better footwork than people give him credit for. And then Jerome Bettis Jr., a 6'2", 290-pound wide receiver who really specializes with the ball in the air, plucking the ball away from his body, great body control, good route runner, and some polish, in addition to the physicality that maybe you can liken a little bit to his father. So I know Jerome Jr. is going to get all these comparisons and this legacy stuff with Notre Dame, which he leans into, by the way. Look, no program hosted him as much as the Irish, even though Texas A&M, Duke, Cal, and a few others really tried to prolong this recruitment while everyone thought he was a Notre Dame lock. Turns out he was. He's going to lean into that legacy, but really everything else is different with Bettis in terms of this version of the Notre Dame verbal commitment. So Woodward Academy wide receiver standout. He also plays some in the secondary as a safety, where you see the football IQ on display and the physicality. I think that's really where, if you want to liken the two, that is where you lean. And when you talk about wide receivers being physical, it's in multiple ways. You can be physical at the top of the route. You can be physical at the line of scrimmage. And most importantly, and this is where we see it most with Bettis Jr., you can be physical at the catch point. He's not the most explosive 4-4 type guy on the outside speed-wise, so he's going to have to win with leverage, route running, and that physicality along with those ball skills when the ball arrives. And that's what you can get from Jerome Bettis Jr., who I think is going to be a nice complementary wide receiver at Notre Dame for years to come. But how cool on St. Patrick's Day, pot of gold day for Notre Dame football, they had a legacy recruit in none other than Jerome Bettis Jr.